Hello and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up and Co. And back to our Manufacturers Cup round 5 from Italy here at Sardegna. We're on the B course, 13 corners, 2.4 mile. Kind of like a little Indy circuit, really, this one, but should be pretty fun around here for these guys. Now, I've obviously been away, as I mentioned in my last video, so I'm a bit of a catch up with this one as well. I think I've got a couple of rounds that I've got to catch up on. I'll be honest, I actually forgot that I had a couple to do here on the manufacturers. So this is going back a couple of weeks now, this one. So we have already completed round 6 as well, but I will get around to doing it at some point. So, but round 5, it is the normal 25 minutes round here, that mandatory stop as well. And we are going to be lined up as follows. So going into race 1, we have Colonel Curtains there in that Cayman, back at the front of the grid, somewhere where we're used to seeing him in the championship so far. So he tends to obviously has a good quality and was always there or thereabouts up at the sharp end as well. Then we've got Wadru in second in the SLS. So got himself there in that second spot. Then we've got Dan in third, PM in fourth, Nath in fifth. Thanks again, Nath, for the replays. DJ in sixth, Keeble captain in seventh, Unforgiven in eighth, Sai in ninth, and T Bennett in 10th. Softs for Bennett, Sai's on the mediums, softs for Unforgiven, Keeble's on the softs, softs for DJ, Nath on the mediums, mediums for PM, Dan on the softs, softs for Wadru, and mediums for Colonel Curtin. So it's about even split there with the tyres. So I think we're all ready to go. I'll try and do the points maybe the next time out when I get to it. Well, let's get this one underway, shall we? So here we go then. Watch those lights, and we will be away once they're out. SLS and Cayman should both have a fairly good start. Cayman will be pretty rapid, as we know, but SLSs are not too slow either. As we come down to this first corner now, this sharp, almost hairpin type left-hander. It's very, very tight and congested through here, but I think everybody's through. No one's running wide, I don't believe. Everyone's good through there, so all well behaved. Size dropped to 10th already, but maybe just got done off the line there. The Jag's not particularly quick off the line. A little bit of lag here on Dan, but he has got himself up to the front of this race. Quite terrible lag actually tonight, so I'm not too sure whether it's the weather. It's extremely hot, not only there in Italy but here in the booth as well, so maybe just that heat is just getting to everybody. It does seem to be Dan that appears to have a little bit more lag than everybody else, but Wadru there then in second place, trying to chase down Dan now as they come down into this difficult right-hander up the hill now. Now this is a typical place people will run wide there into this sharp left-hander, kind of double left-hander now through here. Going back to fourth, so he's been done by Nath and Dan off the line. So come down to turns 12 and 13 through the final couple of corners and then along that straight. PM trying to take that outside line there, but Keeble captain right in the slipstream of DJ here. Will no doubt have a move up here at turn 1. I think ahead of them as well. I think Nath and Colonel Curtin's having a bit of a battle up there, and Nath side by side, and DJ Keeble did get DJ at turn 1, so up to 5th place he goes. And Colonel Curtin's I did see try to get a move on the outside of Nath at turn 1. That didn't work, so we'll stay in 4th position. So lap 2. This long right-hander, bit of camber on it as well. Then you down this really, really steep hill to the bottom into the dip on this straight section, and then into this really tricky right-hander. It's a little bump as well right in the middle of the corner, which doesn't help the cars, but at the moment Dan with the lag is out front. It's quite terrible lag, isn't it? Glitching there from Dan, but don't seem to be putting him off at the moment. But maybe a little bit difficult to watch too much of Dan when he's jumping around like that. But Wadru in second place, then hugging that pit wall, trying to feed off as much slip as he possibly can from Dan, but not quite close enough for a move up here at turn 1. So we'll stay in second place within striking distance. He's on those soft tyres with Dan on soft as well, to his 2 soft runners at the front there. Nath also, well, I say also, he's actually on the mediums there in third place in that traditional samurai livery car there. We are so used to seeing Nath now in not only the Sunday Championship but also here in the Manufacturers Championship, running that livery on all of his cars that he drives currently down the hill. And look at Keeble Captain, he looks like he's on a bit of a mission here, doesn't he, Keeble Captain? And that other Cayman right up behind Colonel Curtains, he just can't seem to get going, can he, Colonel Curtains, off the pole position. But Keeble's certainly got that Cayman well and truly hooked up here, isn't he? He's putting on all sorts of pressure onto the back of Colonel Curtains. These 5 just got away from the next group, headed up by DJ. If you remember, Keeble Captain got past DJ about a lap or 2 ago, and look at that gap that he's already created between himself and 6th place DJ. So Nath, did he have a little mistake there? Because they're now right up behind Nath. He may have made a little mistake through the final couple of corners there, because Colonel Curtains is now attacking Nath up to turn 1. He should get that done. He's on that inside line, and Keeble Captain just trying to work out where he's going to go around the outside, maybe do a switchback if these two make contact. Is there up the room up the inside? No, there isn't. So good driving, but Colonel did get that move done, and he's up to 3rd place. So the clean move there from Colonel Curtains up to the podium spots now. So good battle here already early in this race, as Nath has another little sniff around the right hand. That just stuck his nose in there, but Colonel Curtains had that covered. Now on to probably the slowest corner on this course. When Colonel runs it wide, one of the easy things to do there. You can really pick up a lot of gravel back there if you're not careful, but he held the Cayman and he slides it, and it's easy to do that as well, as Keeble also runs it a bit wide on the exit. And again, taking a lot of grass here at the moment, Keeble Captain doesn't seem to be affecting his pace too much, but again, he's going to take it now. You can pick up a penalty if you straight line it through there. Now, let's just see. I think he's okay. He didn't really get all of his car onto the grass there, so he'll be fine, but you've got to be a little bit careful. Then DJ in 6th, Bennett. DJ in 6th, Unforgiven in 7th, Bennett in 8th, BM down to 9th now, and Sight in 10th place in that Jag. How's this battle doing up top? Well, Wadru has closed in the gap on Dan. He's also got the fastest lap, a 1:26.3 from number 77, Wadru. Now, if he can see that lag, which is terrible on Dan, that's going to be really, really off-putting for Wadru. It's really difficult to know how to pass a car when it's like that in front of you, because what you don't, it will affect you if you try and move, and he can actually make contact with you, and it will ruin your race. So you've got to be really, really careful. I'm sure there's some communication over the comms about Dan and his jumpy car, so maybe Dan will concede that place, because Wadru's going to struggle to get past him. He don't know what to do. He's really putting him off. He's going to go for it now. Yeah, and he does make a little move there, and that's probably all he could have done, unless there was a call there from Dan to say go for it. But I don't suppose Dan can actually see it in the car, but from outside with the cameras you can see it. It's really, really bad from Dan. But anyway, Wadru, new leader of the race at the start here of lap 6, and into turn 1 now for Wadru. Then Dan in 2nd, Colonel Curtains still in 3rd place. pulled a couple of cars length away now from Nath, who's into fourth, Keyboard in fifth, and now DJ has caught back up with these guys. So it was that gap, remember, from fifth to sixth, but now DJ has got himself onto the back of that. So now there's that gap between sixth and seventh. That's Unforgiven and Bennett. DJ in that all green car that we're also used to seeing him in. That colour car, I should say. Not necessarily that car, but like Nath, he seems to stick with one type of livery or colour. And that's his colour. I don't know why he likes snot green, but obviously a favourite of DJ. Unforgiven in seventh place in that Jag. Still, of course, sporting that Ultimate Racing League livery, which is doing okay, isn't he? Doing him proud in that car, but he has got Bennett in that McLaren, who's behind him. But up the top, though, we've got Keyboard and Nath now battling it out for fourth and fifth, and I think it's Keyboard that's going to go around the outside, is it? Trouble is, he's going to now be on the outside for this next left-hander, and Nath's going to have the inside line there, and DJ's going to take a bit of an opportunity up the inside. No, there's not a gap there. It just kind of closed up. There was suddenly a little gap for him to go through between both of them. He does get that move on Keyboard, though. So up to fifth he goes, unless Keyboard can fight back. No, he doesn't. So fifth place for DJ, but a little gap opened up, didn't he, between Nath and Keyboard. DJ thought about it, went to go for it, but then it closed it up, and he had to suddenly stop that move from happening as Keyboard down on the brakes down there. The right-hander, good move, does get it done on DJ, but DJ sticking out on the outside, but it ain't going to happen around there. So a good battle from the Caymans here, fifth and sixth, but this is allowing the guys ahead of them to clear off, and Keyboard again on the grass. Keyboard, he is taking a lot of grass around here in this race. Remember, we have got stops, and there's a few of the guys coming in now. Colonel Kearns is in, Nath is also in. I think they're the first two. Keyboard also, so start getting a few of the guys in now after lap 6 or 7. So not our leader Wadru on those soft tyres. He's going to stay out for the time being. His tyres look okay, actually. It's not too abrasive around here. It's not too bad on the tyres around this short circuit. The church in the background, that's the church corner of the A circuit. This is kind of infield, the inner ring, if you like, of the A circuit, the smaller B circuit. So Wadru is then Jumpy Dan in second. DJ up to third now, courtesy of those guys that went in. So 3 guys on soft tyres, top 3 Unforgiven on softs as well, and Bennett also on softs. So now it's all 5, top 5 all on the soft tyres. They're looking okay, but remember it's a mandatory stop, so they will have to come in. So I'm sure they will stay out for the time being. Colonel Curtains and these guys behind have all come in now, so they've used their mediums and are now gonna finish the race on the soft tyres. So Colonel in 6th, Nath in 7th, and we've got PM in 8th. Actually, I think PM might have come in, probably was the first one in a lap or 2 ago before that influx of drivers that come in. So Keyboard might well have been in, sorry, not Keyboard, PM might well have been in a little bit earlier. He's come out on those soft tyres. They've got a little bit of wear on them already, so I think he must have had a few laps on those already. Probably the first one to blink in pit lane. Keyboard in 9th, come out on those medium tyres, and Sight, or half a second for Sight on those soft tyres. Not really happening for Sight, is it, in race 1? kind of got beat up a little bit off the grid at the start. Jag isn't the quickest off the line, but for whatever reason, he couldn't get it going. Clouds are actually coming over now. There was talk of a little bit of rain possible here, although it was less than 50% chance of that happening. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that it does stay away. Because if it does come, of course, it's going to mix things up nicely. So just the sun have gone in now, and clouds over the mountains there just starting to draw themselves in. We might be okay. It's still warm out there. Unforgiven's in. So hopefully it will remain a dry race. So Wadru in first. Jumpy Dan in second. Look at this. DJ in third place. All still got to come in. Bennett in fourth now. Wadru still holding that 1:26.3 as the fastest lap. We're just approaching the 14-minute mark. So about 10 minutes left of this race to the end. Number 93 Bennett in the McLaren. Still in this, and in with a shot of getting something here. We could just stick with DJ ahead of him. There's Colonel Curtains in fifth place. Now he's pulling off ahead of Nath and PM, kind of on his own now, and he's pulling in fastest sectors now. He's got himself on those soft tyres now. We'll stick with him just as he's coming round towards the final couple of corners. Let's just see if he does indeed get that fastest lap from Wadru. Look quite nice and clean through there. Excuse me. He does a 1:26.1. So is now the fastest lap from Colonel Curtains. So he's on a wheel charge on those soft tyres now, down there in fifth place. He knows that those guys ahead of him have all got to stop as well. So he might at least get himself on the podium here. Depends on how long Wadru and Dan take in there. There's a bit of a gap back then to between himself and then the two front guys, but certainly BJ and Bennett that's ahead, directly ahead of Colonel Curtains, is not that far away, so he's got a good chance of at least getting himself on that podium. So we'll see what happens. It will happen soon, so I would imagine those front guys will be in shortly. Let's just see if they're going to come in now. Yes, he does. So Wadru's in. Does Dan follow him? No, he doesn't. Dan's going to stay out. So Wadru's in. Dan stays out. And, well, not so jumpy now, is he? So I could say not so jumpy Dan. Or maybe he is. So let's go back to jumpy Dan. And watch our leader come round this left-hander up towards the top of the hill, down the dip where the wind farm is, and right down into the lowest part of this circuit. DJ smooth and tidy there in second place. DJ. So can't really slack off because Bennett, here's DJ at the top of the hill. Bennett coming up the hill now, so there's not that much of a gap between himself and Bennett's, and these have still both got to come in. Wadru did come in and out, and he's actually got himself in between, or back to fourth place. So actually, good result from Wadru. That means he is ahead of Colonel Curtains. which will put Wadru back to the front of this race, because the guys all ahead of Wadru now have got to come in. Dan's in now, so hopefully they can sort something out with that lag as well as the tyres. But it does mean that DJ and Bennett will be the leaders of this race, and they're obviously sticking it out for another lap. There's Dan coming out now just behind Wadru, and Colonel Kearns may well take fourth off of Dan. He does, up at turn 1, or does he? He does, yeah. So Colonel Kearns needs to get past Dan. Dan back to 5th place, so Colonel up to 4th. Wadru ahead of them in 3rd, but still in a good place to get the lead of this race back again, possibly to the end. We're 18.5 minutes in. He's on nice fresh medium tyres. He's in a good place. This could be Wadru victory here. I'm known to put my foot in it and have that commentator's curse at times, so I'm really going to keep quiet as much as I possibly can, because I don't want to curse anybody out there. So a little way to go yet to the end. DJ is in, Bennett is well coming in, so yeah, Wadru comes out of that final corner. This is going to be an easy position change for Wadru. Up to 1st he goes, absolutely no problem at all. DJ and Bennett is going to be falling back a little bit here, even though they've only got to do the tyres. They are down already to 6th, 7th place. I think DJ's just come out in 6th ahead of Unforgiven. So is Bennett. So actually 6th and 7th for DJ and Bennett. Wadru then our leader, Colonel Kearns in 2nd. So if it stays like this, not actually that bad a result in the end for Colonel, considering he was on pole position at the start. He's only, if it stays like this, only would have dropped that 1 place at the start of the race. It was going backwards quite quickly. Down to about 6th place, I think, at one point. So he's got himself back up to near the top here. But what has he got? Has he got enough to close down Wadru? Now he's on the soft tyres. I think Wadru's on the mediums, isn't he? He is, but slightly better mediums. But Colonel, he could actually end up being quite a good finish, because we know Colonel's quick. He's obviously got that fastest lap, so we know he can put those fastest laps in, as well as obviously fastest in quali. Oh, now Dan, I think, will get a penalty. Does Colonel though? He does, yeah. I thought it was very close. That might well be that then. I knew Dan Woody completely got his car across all 4 wheels across that grass, so that was a cert. Colonel I was a little bit unsure about, but it was close, and yeah, he gets that half a second. So music to Wadru's ears. 2 guys behind him are both picking up penalties, and will both concede the race to him into the final 4 minutes or so. And I think there's only one outcome now, and that's a victory for Wadru. In 2nd, Dan in 3rd, Nath into 4th place and looking comfortable there, but I don't think he's going to get himself on the podium here in race 1. But still some good points for him. Soft tyres, PM as well. Again, another didn't have a great start, got himself all the way back down to about 10th place. He had some issues, a penalty, or didn't really see the action, didn't actually see what happened, but here he is sitting in 5th place now, so maybe was just keeping himself out of trouble, knowing that he could come a bit stronger near the end of the race. So 5th for PM. Then DJ, after his stop, came out in 6th, ahead of Keeble Captain, who had a blinding start. Keeble, he was very, very strong, but since then has for whatever reason, it's just dropped back. So 7th for him at the moment. Then Bennett, after his stop in 8th spot, Si up to 9th, and Unforgiven, he's back down now in 10th place. So the two Jags in 9th and 10th. Not where they want to be as a manufacturer, but another race to come. So try and make some improvements. Having said that, got to remember they're in the GR freezing race too, aren't they? So won't be improving anything on the car that they're in. Not for around here anyway. But they might have got some data that they can use for race 2. So where are we then? 23.5 minutes in. We've got one more lap, haven't we? So this will be the final lap, which will be lap 17. Wadru is just about to start now. Don't think he's going to beat that fastest lap. I don't think anybody's going to beat that fastest lap. Colonel Curtis has got that one well and truly sorted, but Wadru, the main thing that matters to him is that he takes victory, and he's on his way to doing that here on the final lap now. Colonel Curtis, I think he'll be relatively happy with a 2nd place and the fastest lap, so not a bad result in the end, is it, really? Dan, considering spending more time going sideways than he is going forward. 3rd place is a great result from Jumpy Dan. 9th in 4th, as we know. So our leader now just coming around turn 11 up to turn 12 and 13, and he will take victory here in race 1. Congratulations to Wadru in the SLS. Flash of the lights. A good race from him, not under any pressure whatsoever in the end. Colonel Curtis will get that 2nd place ahead of Jumpy Dan in 3rd. Then we got Nath in 4th place. Flash of the lights, well done. PM in 5th, good for him in the end. BJ, 6th place for him. Keyboard Captain will take 7th. With Bennett coming in 8th place. Unforgiven will get 9th. And Si coming in 10th. So that's your race 1 here at Sardegna completed. Got race 2 coming up in the GR3 cars. So stay with me, join me for that one. That will be coming up shortly. Thanks for watching this one, and I will catch you again soon. Bye for now.